What's up, guys? Slay here. And today we're going to be seeing if Kawhi Leonard and James Harden switch teams, what would happen. If you're watching this live, yes, I am streaming this, so good for you for watching. And we will get to simulating in 1 minute. Alright, I'm just getting some things up on the stream here, and we're good. Alright, so we're going to start simulating, as you can see. As you cannot see. There. Kawhi Leonard is here on the Rockets, and he has Chris Paul, which is going to be very interesting, and other than that, not that great. And the Spurs here. Honestly, I think both these teams do about the same because they're both getting good players. Obviously, the Spurs lose out on some defense, but the Spurs are a good defensive team anyways. They could use some, just a pure offensive player. So yeah, we're gonna start simming. Alright, sorry about that. Nope, we do not want to stop. I was not looking, but the Rockets are doing very good here with Kawhi in place of Harden here. I wonder how the Spurs are doing. I should have brought up the playoff picture, but we'll just wait until the end of the season and look. A couple more games here, and let's just check the Spurs. The Spurs really fell off with James Harden. Let's check his stats quickly. 21 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. That is a really down year. Obviously, this is not last season because it's 2K17, but still scoring way down from real life and everything. So that, I'm surprised the Spurs fell off that bad. Rockets, great, improved from last year. I think they had 55 wins last year. So 22 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Pretty similar stats, just a way better record. They also do have Chris Paul compared to LaMarcus Aldridge, so that probably helps. Now let's get this last game done. Third eight. And Chris Paul wins MVP in this situation with Kawhi on his team. He had 19 and 11 himself, 50% from the field, very good. Lonzo rookie. Willie Hernan-Gomez, 6-man with a double-double. Andre Drummond, defensive player. Nikola Jokic, most improved. And Mike D'Antoni, coach of the year. Chris Paul, All-NBA first team. Giannis, All-NBA first team. Westbrook, LeBron, DeMarcus Cousins, Kawhi Leonard, All-NBA second. And Harden does not make any All-NBA team. And no Kawhi for All-NBA first or second. That's odd. Oh, the Spurs are in the playoffs as the 8th seed playing against Golden State. So let's see what happens there. And we're against the Paul George OKC Thunder. And the Spurs get eliminated. Rockets still going. Rockets get eliminated. And the Warriors still end up winning the NBA Finals. Curry putting up 28, 10, and 5. 54% from the field, 50% from 3. That's insane numbers. But on the East, the Cavs, or the 2nd seed, lost to the 7th seed Wizards, who made it to the finals. Good for the Wizards, I guess. Alright, I have everything on auto, so we're just going to go league meetings and just reject everything. Go all the way, advance to next season. Because I don't want to affect anything, so we're just going to let everything do its own. And unless I'm totally wrong, both these players should be on contract, so they should still be on these teams. We're going to load in 2019. Well, it should have been 2018, I just realized. But, you know what? Doesn't matter. Alright, let me just check something. See if I mess something up. Last name, Ball. Don't blame me if there's 2 Lonzo Balls in the league. Alright, there's only 1. Alright, good. Good. So, roster. Still, yep, they lost Luke Bamute, but that's probably not going to kill them too badly. And the Spurs didn't really get any better, it doesn't look like. Like, no new additions. And, yeah, same. They did have Luke Bamute. His overall just went down. So, we're going to simulate to 1 off the last game. And if you guys are watching this live, let me know, or if you're watching, comment, let me know what you guys think of this live streaming format. No editing, just straight me thinking about what to say because I don't know what to say. That's what you can get with this live stream. Rockets. Alright, I'm going to stop here, and we're going to playoff picture. Spurs, we're going to simulate on the Spurs, and the last game's against the Rockets. We'll simcast that maybe just for fun, because the Spurs are not doing as good here. Spurs are really struggling with Harden here. This is shocking. And the Rockets I'm pretty sure lost like 20 games in the simulation, 20 or 22 games in the simulation last year, and now they're going 33 and 25. So it's not good for the Rockets. No contract extensions. Everything like I said, I put on auto, so the CPU just does that. Are the Spurs? They're 13th or 12th now, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. This is shocking. Yeah, the Spurs have done the opposite of clinch the playoffs. They've clinched lotteries that they've done. Rockets made it as a 7th seed, even though the record is 10 games different. We are just going to simulate with Simcast just because it's our two teams, but we'll go super quick through this. And Rockets win. So LeBron James wins an MVP, putting up 20 points, 8.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists. Michael Porter, Rookie of the Year, with 21 points. Chris Middleton is at 6-man. Andre Drummond, back-to-back defensive. Most improved. Jason Tatum, good for him, 21 points. And Quinn Snyder, the Bulls go 60 and 21. So, or 61 and 21. That'll be interesting to see if that's just 2K being 2K with the Bulls or what. And Chris Paul makes another All-NBA first team. So, good for him. Also, it was defensive right there, but yeah, we're going to simulate the first round and then just check out the Bulls roster. And our 7th seed Rockets make it past in 5 games against Portland. The Bulls have no one. There is no reason. Yeah, what did the Cavs go? Cavs went 63-19. They have the best record in the league. Bulls second with this roster. This is interesting, that's for sure. And their team state says rebuilding on 2K, but yet they're 2nd seed and went 60 wins. They got eliminated by Michael Porter and the Magic. Yeah, alright. This is a very interesting simulation here. And Rockets get beat out in the conference finals 2 years in a row with their newly acquired Kawhi Leonard. Let's see what he did. He had 25, 9, and 9, 10 to 15, and they only lost by 4, so can't blame Kawhi for that game. 4 6 3-pointers. And then Klay Thompson just went off on us. Golden State and Cavs is back, restored in the finals. And the Warriors win again. Doesn't matter that the Cavs had like 9 games in them regular season. No. Off season. Go here. Advance. I did not do league meetings. Oops. Since I messed up the 2018 and 19 order, since I was in contention, we'll do 18 this year. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, let's... Come on, 2K, I believe. Alright, here we are. Let's make sure the roster is... Yep. And yeah. Harden, a little bit better scoring. He's been shooting really good on the Spurs, just... They have not got it done. We'll go back to simulating the Rockets this season and Kawhi and Harden both last year. And I'm not going to do anything to make them resign here. So if they go to a different team, we'll just see what happens, and that'll be interesting for the league. So let's simulate here. Alright, the Rockets had a 16-win season at the beginning, and now they can't just do anything. They're struggling. And the Spurs are not even in the picture. They're just chilling at the bottom there. After the break, we will check and see where the Spurs are. Rockets are at least, I mean, they were the 7th seed last year, and they made it to the conference finals, and they were the first, I believe, in the first season, and they also made it to the conference finals, but they're just not pushing the finals there. Alright, here, right now we will do no. We'll just see. Neither of them got re-signed by the computer, because like I said, everything is on auto, and the Spurs are going 24-32. Rough going for the Spurs here since they got Harden. Made it in the playoffs as the 7th seed and missed it. Looks like 2 years in a row, but never know. They could go on a tear, I guess. I believe in the Spurs. Actually, no, I lied. I don't. Because for some reason, I guess they needed that defense from Kawhi. And the offense of Harden just wasn't enough to make up for it. And if we beat the Spurs again here, yeah, the Spurs are not making the playoffs. Rockets are finishing off the season strong, though. Back to their 50 wins here. After the 7th seed last year. Let's get a quick look. They weren't that far out. 10th seed. Only 2 wins behind Clippers. And Rockets did good. 24 points per game. 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Which 24, yeah. He's put up career highs. All 3 years in Houston has been a career high for him in points. And rebounding too, it looks like. And probably, yeah, assists by a long shot. He's had great games and steals. He's having career seasons here in Houston. Maybe this is what Kawhi needed. And Harden struggling once again in a system that's not ran by him. I guess it's more Popovich, even though this is 2K, so that probably doesn't affect anything. But yeah, scoring really down. Assists are still good for this season, but he's been shooting over 50%, which is career high. But they do have Bol. I guess that's their bonus for being bad. So good for the Spurs. And they'll get another lottery pick this year. I want to see if Kawhi. Nope, Chris Paul is now a 2-time MVP. In 3 years, he's won 2 MVPs with the Rockets, 19 and 12, insane numbers. And 2 Hawks players get that. Nerlens, Bismack, Ron Adams, coach of the year Warriors is going to be. For some reason, the Warriors always end up with Ron Adams, which is very random. Let's continue. Chris Paul is having an amazing season now with Kawhi on his side. Kawhi makes an All-NBA first team after not making any team in the first 2 seasons, I believe. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to do round by round. And Rockets make it through in 5. Easy pickings. Rockets make it conference finals. We're going to do game by game. I believe in the Rockets. Nope. 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 Sweet. And the Rockets get swept. That's their worst. It's going to be the Raptors versus Warriors, which is something. And the Warriors, the Raptors, I don't even want to know if it was a 3-2, 3-1, 3-0. I looked away for a second, looked back, and it was a 3-1. I just looked on the replay of the stream. So the Warriors continue their dominance, and none of these teams get any better with their new players. Let's go league meetings. I believe someone has to be thrown. Reject everything. And yep, 0 years for both players. And like I said, let me just make sure, because I might have been saying that I had everything in auto, and thought, but it might have been a different save or something. So let me just my league automation. Yeah, everything on auto except game participation, which is if you're participating in a game, obviously. So there's that. And sorry about that. That clicks off and it freezes for a second whenever I do something on my other monitor. I don't know why. But I have an Elgato that I got like 4 years ago, and it is shot. All the cords are loose. It's not good. Unless they go to a new team, I might do a couple more seasons. But if they stay on their newly switched Rockets Spurs teams, I'm probably just gonna leave the simulation off after this season because I don't feel like streaming too long. Just 25-30 minutes. See what happens if anyone have won a championship, and it's only been Warriors. Has been some Chris Paul MVPs, which is something interesting at least. But let's check. Kawhi Leonard resigns for 5 years, 150 mil. James Harden, 1 year. I guess did he have a qualifying or something weird? I don't know, but he's on for 1 more year. So maybe we'll see what Harden does in free agency next season. We're gonna go back to the Spurs because maybe with Bol now they'll be at least a playoff team. So let's sim and see what these Spurs can do. Guys, if you're watching this as a, if you're watching this live, or if you're watching through after this goes up as a video on demand, and you're watching this far into it, I want to just say thank you guys for watching, and leave a comment saying Cupcake, just so I know that you guys watch this far into the video. I really appreciate it. Also, if you have not subscribed, as you see the sub goal, we're trying to hit 300, and I'm going for that by September 1st. I'm going to start grinding. I know I don't upload or stream a lot, but I'm going to start over the next couple days and just see if I can get some huge growth going. Because streaming is way more fun when you have like 20 plus people in the chat, because there's always gonna be like half of the chat's gonna just lurk and watch, which I understand, because if I watch streams, that's what I do. I sit there and I just lurk and watch it or have it playing in the background while I do something else. So I don't blame you guys if you don't chat, but I was not even paying attention, but the Spurs are the 2nd seed here, and they're about to get a 51 season here. They're finally doing good with their James Harden. They had to get Bol and let him progress a year, but whatever it takes. Rockets, I don't know, I had to do that. They're 1 win different, so really good season for both of these down the line. Kawhi, 24.5, which is again only by 0.2, but it is a career high. No matter how you look at it, 0.1 higher than his career high in rebounds. Not career high in assists, but still great assist numbers compared to his San Antonio days. And Harden, 25, 10, and 7. That's more of a season we expect from Harden. 50%. Bol has a very good season here also, just pointing that out. Let's check the East quickly. Celtics, 56 and 25. With Kyrie Irving, Marcus Smart, Gordon Hayward, Sharif O'Neal, Steven Adams. Steven Adams would actually be really good on the Celtics, just to be that tough guy for the rebounds and stuff. Let's through date. Chris Paul wins his third MVP in this situation. This is perfect for Chris Paul to sim because he has 3 MVP trophies now. Jeremy Lin, 6th Man of the Year. Hassan, Defensive. Corey Joseph, Most Improved. Ron Adams, Coach of the Year again because the Warriors are godly. Harden, Chris Paul, and Kawhi Leonard all make All-NBA first team. And Chris Paul is getting old, 34 years old, and won MVP. Guess his prime was just later than everyone thought. Let's simulate the current round. We'll just do that. And let's see. Spurs versus Rockets in the second round here. We're going to do game by game. Spurs take game 1 with Harden. Rockets take game 2 with their MVP Chris Paul. They take game 3. I feel like they're going to take game 4. Nope, I was wrong. I jinxed it for the Rockets. Spurs tie it up 2-2. Spurs take a 3-2 lead, and game 7, we're going to Simcast. And if it's a close game, what we're going to do is hop into the game and let the CPU play. But yeah, let's just see what it's at. Alright, sorry for the loading screen, but we're going to jump in because I feel like it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And we're just going to go and change team and then just do the middle of the two. And it lets the CPU still go if you guys didn't know how to do that. I'm not a fan of the Warriors. I hate the Warriors, but Curry at a 94, it's probably appropriate. I'm just looking at the top 10 rated players. I know there's a lot more NFL players because the rosters are, 52, 55 or something like that. But there's so many more 99s, 97s, 98s in Madden compared to 2K. There's no one starts off in 2K as a 99 ever. So that will do it all, I guess. Alright. Oh, as you can see, wait. Does this have me playing? I don't want to be playing. Yeah, right there, middle. CPU versus CPU now. Rudy Gay pull-up jumper. Nope, off. Is that McGee? JaVale McGee on the Spurs. Harden driving, misses the layup. Could have put it away. Well, not really. It's time, but. And one. You can't let up an and one, Kawhi. And he's a dead eye from the line, so that is not good. Kawhi makes both free throws. Clutch. Let me put on my headphones since I was not listening to the game. Harden driving, finishing the layup with 59 seconds. This is a 37-point performance from Harden in a closeout game. Alright, MVP Chris Paul bringing it up. This feels like a NBA Finals right here. Kawhi missing. No, can't do that, Kawhi. Inside, foul, free throws for Aldridge. No, don't lag here now. This is the prime time. Alright, let's see what he can do. Getting his rhythm and makes the first 2-point game. 40 seconds left at this time. Alright. Gotta make one more and then you have a 3-point game. Makes a second. And Houston's out of timeouts at 40 seconds, which is interesting because a couple possessions here. Maybe 3 if they do it right. No, they missed the 3 and don't get the rebound, but it was a 2-for-1, so you gotta get a stop. Except they let Harden get a wide open layup. It's over for Houston and their MVP Chris Paul. That's what it's looking like. You gotta get a 3 here. Kawhi in the corner, contested. Make him take it. Take it, Kawhi. What are you doing? You're wasting time. You want to go as quick as possible. Shoot. Chris Paul, it's too late. It's off. Spurs win in a Game 7 situation. Oh, that was interesting. I am a Houston fan. Happy to see Harden in this simulation actually get somewhere since the Spurs were struggling, but that was just a really messy last couple possessions from Houston. Contested 3 and not getting shot up until like 4 seconds. Alright, let's just get out. I don't see it anymore. Look at the box score actually. No. Alright, game stats. Harden 39, 8, and 5 in the closeout game. It's a pretty good game. 5 players in double digits, which is very good. And the same 5 players in double digits for Houston. They just didn't have any one person go off like Harden. 22 points, 2 and 4. Chris Paul, a lot of assists, 12. Well, everyone played a decent game. Spurs just played better. Houston Rockets, yes, I'm aware, have been eliminated. Thank you for telling me that. Wait, I'll do this in 1 second, guys. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's Slayer, my YouTube name with an S at the end. I used to have this account and post all the time, and it was just name Slayer, no S. And then I grew it through Destiny, and then I lost interest in Destiny, stopped posting, changed the name, tried a couple different things, and it really never worked. So now I have a 5,000 follower account that isn't the most active. I really just started posting again, but I started this account January 11th, 2015, because that's when the first post was. So I've had it for a while. Just gonna start bringing it back. So if you guys are interested, follow that. Enough talking and promoting. Let me do this game by game. Spurs, I believe. Nope. Nope. And gone. Warriors. Wait. The Nets made it to the conference finals. They had Carmelo, Michael Porter. They built themselves a pretty good team. I'm not sure about conference finals, but I don't know how the East is looking. They eliminated the Celtics in the first round. That's something. Oh. Doesn't matter how many game 7s they go to. The Warriors keep winning. Let's get a quick checkup on league history. MVP has been interesting, at least. Chris Paul, LeBron, and then Chris Paul 2 more times. Good for him. And we don't care about the other ones. Past champions. They won 5. out of the past 6 finals, and they've won 4 in a row. Curry's been the MVP in the simulation for the last 2. Yeah, they're a complete dynasty. They cannot be stopped in simulation and probably real life. And we're just going to reject. Now this one, I believe, oh, Harden did sign an extension. Well, this has been 35 minutes, and I said I wanted to do like a 25-minute stream, so this was fun. Thank you guys for coming out and for watching this after it gets uploaded. Thank you. Like I said, put cupcake in the comments so I know that you're watching this after it was uploaded. And I will see you guys in the next one.